This is Aneta. Aneta is currently a student in one of the best universities in South Korea. Aneta is originally from Poland. One day in middle school, she went to a Korean Culture Day festival that changed the trajectory of her life forever. She fell in love with the Korean culture. Ever since, studying in Korea has become her biggest dream. After high school graduation, Aneta got accepted into her dream school. So she packed a bag, said goodbye to her family, and flew to Seoul for a new chapter of her life. Seoul was chaotic, but so pretty. Busy street with busy people and so many new things to explore. She grew fonder of the city day by day, and so she had a new goal: to stay in the city, to work, and to explore. But life does not always go as planned. It's easy to love Korea, but to stay with it is another story. Looking for a job, applying for it, interviewing, dealing with visa documentation, topic exam, everything was so much more difficult than what Aneta thought it would be. It slowly drains all the energy that she has, and she can't help but feel scared, lonely, and insecure. And she wonders, am I the only one torn apart by these issues?
Getting employed is really hard in Korea in general, even if you're not a foreigner, because there's a really intense competition and the industry is very, very demanding. However, I feel like I'm at a special disadvantage because I'm a foreigner, because I'm on a visa, I don't have the citizenship. I feel like a lot of companies don't want to mess with that.
There are some platforms, but there is no platform assigned for foreigners where they can fill their information and they can find the right job for them. I think there are some few difficulties, especially because some companies don't mention which nationality they want, and when you apply for the internship they say, oh, we are not looking for your market, we are looking for people from different culture and like different nationalities, so they don't mention the requirements clearly. And sometimes they write that, oh, it would be good for you to have this topic level, but they never say that's your eligibility criteria. They should mention that more clearly. In the filters, you cannot select like, oh, you have this visa, because sometimes you apply for the jobs and then they say, oh, we are not looking for people from this visa, we are looking for people from different visa, and we are looking for full-time employees. So they don't mention that clearly. And I think the main problem is language barrier. They don't have English versions here.
Like, oh, well, foreigners will come and sometimes they don't really mean it, or not even the system is made out. Even HR doesn't even know how to like help you with your visa or the documents that you need, or even like them knowing that they have to notify immigration that you're doing internship or whatever. They really are not ready. You have to be constantly reminding them that you have to do those things.
When you're looking for a job, you're on a D10 visa. And when you already get a job, you will get an E7 visa. However, there are several companies that are not willing to provide you with an E7 visa. I think they only provide you with a D10 visa because they want you to be an irregular worker so that you can be their flexible worker in a sense.
The changing visas here is not the easiest, and a lot of the times the visa needs to be sponsored by your workplace. Sometimes the company has not dealt with it or doesn't know how to deal with it, and a lot of issues can arise from like that. I had a friend, and she was like working in an academy, and she quit because she got a better offer, but there were so many issues with like changing the sponsorship of the visa to a new sponsor. And I remember she was going crazy. She almost like thought that she would be like made to like leave the country basically, because she was like not sure what's going on with her documents. She had to go through so many different documents that even she didn't know that like existed as documents. Surprised? Yeah. That's very sad, but I'm not even surprised.
Well, the job search and visa that you're supposed to get after you finish your studies is really short term. I feel like it's not realistic for like freshly graduated students to find a job in 6 months.
Well, visa limitations for the D10 is one of the number ones, I think. First of all, getting it in the beginning for the first 6 months is kind of faster, we can say. But the fact that it's 6 months and extension, and by that time you have to start paying money or have a certain amount of money within your visa and turn that in.
Actually, there have been many people who want to work in Korea and search jobs in Korea. But finding the right platform, finding the right people is really difficult. And sometimes foreigners give up on Korea because they want some specific jobs and they cannot find that easily. Even if I think that there's a huge gap between the job market and the foreigners. Like foreigners are trying to find specific jobs and they're also trying to find some foreigners, but there is no platform connecting us together. So that's really difficult for foreigners.
Obviously, Aneta is not alone. But what is her choice to overcome these struggles? Luckily, Aneta found KOWORK. KOWORK can help her with getting customized job information, preparation, and visa change. With KOWORK, Aneta is not alone anymore, and getting jobs in Korea has never been easier. Download the KOWORK app now and kickstart your best life in Korea.